we say good morning to Ryan McCready, Springfield Simon Growth Alliance. Ryan, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having us on.
Bring me up to date. What's going on with the SSGA?
Well, we're getting settled in like everybody else into 2022. Had our annual meeting. We have a new board chair. Mike Elio came on as our board chair for this year. So, I've got my hands full with Mike because he's
a lot of people do. Yes.
Yeah, he's a busy guy. But no, it's we really appreciate what Dan Dungan did during his tenure, and I appreciate it. He was the chairman that hired me to come back to Springfield, work at the Growth Alliance. But Mike's going to move into that seat now, and picked up a couple new board members: Mark Hanna from the airport, and Ray Williams from Springfield Clinic. So yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. So you have a new addition to town, or relatively new, Justine Petersen, Housing and Reinvestment Corporation. We're going to visit with Tristan Brown in just a minute. Tell me what this organization does for people. Sure. Justine Petersen is plays a very important role, not just in our community, but all of their territories. So the headquartered out of St. Louis, but they really work very hard in connecting people to housing needs, but also specifically in Springfield, they're focused on small business and entrepreneurial type loans, financing, a very, very important segment. When we look back at the history of our country, the history of our economy, recovery and expansion of the economy always happened through entrepreneurs and small business. This is a very, very important resource here in Springfield.
Tristan Brown, good morning to you. How are you?
Hey, good. How about
Tell me about yourself. Where's home for you?
Home in Springfield, Illinois.
Born and raised here?
No, actually Charleston, Illinois is where I'm originally
down in
from.
Coles County.
Yes,
so how long you been in Springfield?
Just 2 years. Moved here at the beginning of the pandemic.
Did you move here because of this company?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I moved here in the beginning because my fiance actually got a job.
That'll do it every time. Absolutely. That's usually
following a woman.
Absolutely. That's not the first time I've ever heard that, by the way, and it probably won't be the last. So tell me about the company you're with. We've already heard Ryan talk about it. What's the mission? What do you folks do?
Yeah, it's Justine Petersen. So Justine Petersen was a social worker through the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and actually heard the same issues coming from economically disadvantaged individuals. And she decided to take the social work aspect and the banking aspect and bridge the gap and combine them and just give economically disadvantaged individuals a chance. And if they can't find mainstream financing, or if they can't find education and credit building and anything like that, we serve those individuals.
You're not a government institution.
We are not. We are a non-for-profit.
Non-for-profit. Let's say that. Where's the headquarters located?
St. Louis.
Is there a Springfield? How can a Springfield branch?
Yes. So I am the rep for the Springfield branch. We are located in the Municipal East Building in Springfield, Illinois. We work directly with the city.
How can give me an example? Somebody walk through the door today. What's that person going to be looking for, and what can you provide for them? Well, what's the group you're looking at?
There's a wide range of things that they could be looking for. They could be looking for housing assistance, credit building assistance, or small business assistance, small business development assistance. And we offer all of those products. We work directly with them individually, one-on-one, and we will go through everything and walk them along the way, and give them just the resources they need for startups and established businesses, both.
When you say resources they need, you're not a financial institution.
Yes, we are.
You are? I apologize.
Community developmental financial institution. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's that mean?
Clear. So we actually have funders that fund us since we're a non-for-profit, and we use that funding and disperse it to the demographic that our funders choose.
What's the number one need people come through the door looking for with your company? Is it housing?
Yeah. Well, that's our end goal with our credit building sessions. So we kind of kill two birds with one stone here. So we work with small businesses and we work with individuals trying to reach the end goal of housing. That's what our credit building sessions are meant for. So if you come through and say you're not ready for housing, we will pull a soft pull on you, do a 30-minute to an hour credit building session, create an action plan for 3 to 6 months, have you come back every 3 to 6 months to see where you're at and move on from there. And our end goal is to get you home ownership within the next 1 to 2 years.
Do people pay a fee for this service?
No, it is a free service.
And so are they limited to certain areas of Springfield?
Not at all.
Doesn't make any difference?
Yeah.
And how about economically? Must they meet a certain threshold if their annual income is above something, a particular number? Does that impact?
Now, with any type of home ownership, that does come into play,
sure.
The monthly income. But, I mean, we will work with them on sending them to the right resources if they don't have that currently as of now.
How's the need here in Springfield? Is it as much as you thought it was going to be when you started? Has it exceeded expectations?
It has exceeded expectations. It is an untapped market, and we're looking to even expand outside of Springfield right now to all of Sangamon County.
Ryan McCready, how important is something like this to our community?
It's absolutely critical. So, a lot of financial institutions will want to help out individuals that have these needs, but they just don't have the resources or the ability to do that. So Tristan and Justine PETERSEN come in and fill that gap also from the small business side of things. I will interact with people that are like, look, I got this idea. I've got a little bit of capital. I just need to get over the hump. What's my opportunity for a loan? A traditional bank's not going to be able to do that, but Tristan, with his resources, they can. And we're just really trying to get the word out on this because the Growth Alliance isn't here to replicate and create other layers of services. We want people to know that services exist in our community and help get the word out about it. So today, this is very, very important to make people aware of this opportunity.
Tristan, again, remind them where you're located, and is there a website?
Yes, you can look us up at justinepetersen.org, and I am located at 800 East Monroe in Springfield, Illinois, 62701.
Justine PETERSEN, JUSTINEPETERSEN.org for all the information they may need.
Yes, sir.
Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Inviting you. Ryan, as always, good to see you, my friend.
Thank
Have
you.
a good week. See you, my